Okay guys, today we are going to go ahead and get to know our vocabulary for the week. Remember, as we read our text, our short sentence, to help us understand the word, we're looking for context clues. Those are words around the unknown word, so other words we might find in the sentences that can help us understand what our vocabulary word means. So let's look at collect first. The word is collect. And our sentence says, some people collect or gather stamps from all over the world. So if you remember, we've talked about how the word or can be a big clue that we're about to get a synonym. So in this sentence, gather seems like it means the same thing as collect, or it's a synonym for collect. So we could probably guess that collect means something like to gather. In this example, they're gathering stamps or collecting stamps from all over the world. Our actual definition for collect means to find and keep special things. So like we guessed, gather would mean the same thing as finding and collecting special things. So collect means to find and keep special things. Scrambled. These children scrambled or mixed up all of their baseball cards. So again, our or is the key word there. It's a clue that mixed and scrambled are synonyms. They have similar meaning. So when we read the sentence, these children scrambled or mixed up all their baseball cards, it helps us to understand that scrambled means the same thing as mixed. Mix something up. Our actual definition on our list means scrambled means mixed things up, just like we guessed from our context clues. Ragged. Some people collect old books. The pages can become worn and ragged. Now, as we read these sentences, I pick out a couple words that are starting to help me understand ragged. It says some people collect old books. The pages can become worn and ragged. So those clue words there help me understand that ragged must mean old and worn, possibly. Like the books in this sentence are old and worn, which means ragged. So we could guess ragged means old and worn. When we look at the actual definition, here's ragged. It means rough, uneven, having a worn out look, like the clue we found in our sentence. So again, ragged means rough, uneven, or having a worn out look. Rapidly. Seashells must be collected rapidly before the waves cover them up. So as we read this, what words here do you feel like is helping us understand the word rapidly? I'm going to read it one more time. Seashells must be collected rapidly before the waves cover them up. So this one kind of requires a little bit of background knowledge. If you've ever been to the ocean or been in a place where there's waves, the waves crash up against the shore pretty quickly. And so when you see something on the beach and you want to pick that up, and we know waves are coming, waves come in pretty quickly. So we know we have to pick it up very fast or very quickly before it got covered up in the waves. So this right here, along with our background knowledge, if you've ever been to the beach or been to the shoreline where there's waves crashing in, helps us understand rapidly means we're going to have to pick them up fast or quickly. The actual definition for rapidly means very quickly. Sorted. Rock collections may be sorted or put into groups by type, color, and size. Again, there's our key word there that helps us to know we're about to get a synonym. So sorted must have a similar meaning to putting things into groups. And that's what the word or here is telling us. It's telling us they're about to give us a clue. They're about to give us a synonym to help us understand what sorted means. So as I read this sentence again, think about how put into groups is our context clue. It's our help to help us understand sorted. Rock collections may be sorted or put into groups by type, color, and size. Our actual definition for sorted means put into groups, just like the context clue told us in our sentence. Orders. This collector enjoys putting his cards in new orders or arrangements. Again, there's my keyword telling me I'm going to get a synonym. So orders is going to mean something similar to arrangements. Our actual definition, orders, arrangements. So think about this sentence. He's putting his cards in a new order or arrangement. So he's just putting out the cards in different arrangements or orders. That's what that word means. Continued. This woman has continued to collect snow globes for many years. The word here, many years, helps me understand continued must mean something that goes on and on and on. Continued, keep going. Like in our sentence here, in this case, she kept going for many years. So continued means kept going. There's our actual definition. Continued means kept going. And darted. The students darted to their school with their collections for show and tell. They ran. So they ran there helps me understand that darted doesn't just mean they walked slowly, but they were excited. We know how we all love show and tell. So that little bit of background knowledge helps us understand when the students darted to school for show and tell. Our background knowledge helps us understand that we get excited for those kinds of things. And then when it says they ran, that's a big clue to help us understand that darted doesn't just mean they walked. It means they were kind of in a hurry. They were in a rush. Darted means make a sudden, quick movement. So these are the words that you're going to see in your story today. And it's important we understand what they mean to really be able to comprehend the story. So I want you guys to spend the next few minutes of our workstation time, and you're going to take our vocabulary words on the cards that I handed out to you. You're going to cut those apart, and it's a simple kind of matching game. You're going to read your vocabulary word and find the definition that goes with the word to help us get to know the words and start understanding them to help us as we read the story later this week. Once you've cut and glued your words together, you've made your match between word and definition. You may log on to Spelling City and work on the vocabulary assignment I have given you for today.